The second incentive is a feed-in tariff, and this is a state government incentive. The feed-in tariff, what that means is when you have a solar system, you're actually making your own electricity, and there'll be times of the day when you're making more than your home needs. And so what happens in that situation is you'll actually export the electricity to the grid so other houses can use it. Now in Victoria, the feed-in tariff is 25 cents, and if you buy through AGL, it's 33 cents because there's an extra 8 cents added on. But can I just ask, by the way, how many people here are AGL customers already? Anyone? Interesting, okay. I'm curious down the track as to whether we can offer a bulk buy for electricity as well to attempt to capture your hearts in that sense. Now, if you import electricity into your house, you'll pay around 23 cents. And there was a government survey that came out in August of this year which averaged peak and off-peak across the 4 key distribution areas, and the average price people are paying is 23 cents for electricity. Does that sound about right in this area, 23 cents for your power? Okay, so the reality is that when you're exporting electricity from your home, you will be getting more money for what you export to the grid than what you're paying. And in Queensland, they have another tariff which is actually slightly higher than that, 55 cents for export to the grid. So there are different state-based tariffs around the country. Oh, 52 cents for Queensland, sorry. So this is how it works in practice on an average house. This is a house in McKinnon, and this, if you can imagine, this is midnight, and so the only appliances that are typically on are the standby appliances, and you can see that they are using around 180 watts of electricity because of all the comments that Hugh just made would apply there. Then what happens is people get up in the morning at 6 o'clock and the kettle goes on and breakfast is being made, etc. And all of a sudden the power usage goes up to around 1250 watts in the house. And then what happens is the sun comes out. And at that point when the sun comes out, this house stops importing electricity at all because the solar system's making the electricity. And during the day, essentially, the sun provides power for the home. People start coming home around 4 o'clock, and then there's dinner, television, etc., and the home starts using quite a lot of electricity. And the sun, of course, is going down at around about the same time. Then people go to bed, and etc., and it goes back to standby. Now, the flip side of that is during that middle part of the day, the home is actually making more electricity than it needs. And so the electricity is exported to the grid. And in this case, you can see up to 275 watts. Now this is a relatively small system. This is a 1 kilowatt system on this house, which is 4 of those panels. If you had a larger system, you would be exporting a lot more. And in this particular day, the home exported 3 kilowatt hours of electricity, and if you multiply that by the 33 cents, that'd be $1. So the house would have earned $1 in exported electricity that day. Now this can really add up over time.